Alrighty, so welcome to the Shattered Space stream. I'm your host, Starfield A. Today I'll be streaming, well, Shattered Space for Starfield, in which, I'm trying to think right now, it is fairly late on my end, as it were, and for the most part, this is a fairly decent enough time, I think, for what it's worth. We're not going to have a crazy amount of time to get through everything, but I think it's probably just enough to get through a majority of the key content, at least. There's always tomorrow, but still. Alright, so here we are in Var'run Kai. After going through the Var'run's Oracle, we have pretty much been dragged to Var'run Kai thanks to it having a grav engine, or a grav drive. And so, as a result of that, we are now pretty much in the precipice of a lot of things, to say the least. So, to recap at the very least what happened so far, outside of finding Station Oracle, we also became one of the promised for the House Var'run. So, we're one of the serpents chosen now. Beautiful. And that means my wife doesn't have to worry about the fact that things are going awry. I didn't change my stream's freaking details. God damn it. Alright. Alright, whatever. I can do that later. Before I go to bed, hopefully.
What an honor it was to aid you on your path to become one of the promised. I have seen visions of Anasco searching for one bold enough to enter the heart of the vortex. And now that you are here, I know your arrival was no accident, but rather providence.
Give me a sec. Alright. I don't even know what that means.
Worry not. Understanding is not given to those who lack the Herald's eye. But rest assured, all will be revealed when you journey north. At the edge of the crater, you will find a cave carved by the anomaly. There, you will make contact with Anasco Var'run.
You said I'm certain I'll find him there.
It is as the great serpent foretold. In my visions, I witnessed two futures. In the first, you breached the scaled citadel, but found Anasco had sunk too far into the void. And in time, all of Dazra was consumed along with him.
It's ominous, if true.
Indeed. But there is another path. In the second future, I saw you make contact with Anasco, entering a cave through a formless wall. At its terminus was a gate, a path into the realm where our speaker resides. You stepped into this void, and in that moment, something changed. The false future rewritten.
Roughly speaking, it could be that entering the vortex directly would allow you to speak with him. And while my readings do not show any anomalous activity, I admit there's a lot of interference. Still, that only emphasizes the potential danger involved here. I cannot approve of such an excursion on the minute chance Anasco is present.
Would I be able to speak to Anasco?
Not in the way you and I speak, but in crude terms, yes. Provided you manage to maintain your own sanity through the process. But this is all purely theoretical. No one has ever entered the vortex and come back.
What kind of danger?
The closer one ventures to the heart of the anomaly, the closer they are to the phantoms and horrors that lie within. Moreover, if this cave was cut open by the calamity itself, then it is an unnatural formation and highly unstable.
Well, just need a little faith.
I am no heretic, but to risk so much on a vision, it is a leap of faith I cannot condone. I will not stand in your way, however, as Inaza has stood in ours.
You may not realize it now, dear brother, but our goals are one and the same.
Tell me about the location.
It was a winding cave, scattered with walls of dark energy. At the end, a rip in the fabric of reality. In my vision, I saw you step forward, slowly, following the sound of Anasco's voice. I could hear him calling to you in the distance. His words were jumbled, but as you drew closer, they started to assemble. I was thrust out of the vision before I could see the end.
If you point me to the cave, I can find him.
Then you must embark to the northern edge of the crater. You will find an entrance there, one that has no form. Step through it, find Anasco, and complete the vision. Only then will his voice be heard.
Great. Just great.
Progress on the device is welcome. It is good to feel that we are making a difference. I would move the stars for you. But I hope it does not come to that. I will be thinking about you.
Alrighty. Let's get back to it, I suppose.
Salutations.
Let's see what this cave about Inaza was talking about. Let's see what she has to what it's trying to reveal to me. Perhaps nothing more but the phantoms of another fractured man. As if we're any different. You're no different, you'd mean. Right. I'm no different. Interesting. Oh my god, did we just enter the realm of Stalker all of a sudden? God, we just entered Stalker. Into calibrated. Let me see here. It's a little weird the fact that the minigun doesn't deal more damage. However, bear in mind that each shot is pretty much a follow-up shot. It kind of makes sense, the fact that it's firing quantity over quality. Yeah, kinda. Not in totality, I should say. Has there been any modifications made to this thing? No. Okay. We gotta admit, though, This thing is pretty sleek. I wonder if we're gonna ever encounter the child and the lost mom or something like that as like an Easter egg to the animated. And as a bit of an Easter egg to the animated trailer. That would be pretty cool.
Takes all this difference, is it not?
Alrighty, another advanced penumbra. I gotta really gotta sort through these things later. Advanced Starstorm, man. What is this shit? Man, I don't have a chance to upgrade these things as well. That's kind of sort of a me thing, actually. Yeah, better store them there. Shit. That one stitched me up good. Gotta give credit where credit's due though right now. Currently the world is a lot more... It's definitely much more intentionally designed for it does feel like the world is a lot more intentionally designed. Even though it's a little sparse. It's compared to like a game like Skyrim where it's like an entire continent with like 100 biomes. Here it's like one concentrated consistent theme. Alright, but yeah, it's like one concentrated consistent theme across the board. Oh my god, I got it, boys. I got it. Yes, I got the advanced version instead. Oh, this is so much better. Mostly because statistically speaking, advanced shit is better than the Stock shit. Alright, here we go. It's not strong, but that's because two things right now. I'm not exactly proficient with heavy weapons. Yeah, I only do this much damage, and even more so, I don't have this thing modified to my liking. Still though, oh my god, this is beautiful. I can now live out my dreams of of being what is effectively a Halo gunner. Happens when a guy holds a proper zero and someone does. I'll say this right now, it doesn't hold as much as the Gatling gun that you normally get, but this thing has much more greater damage potential from what I'm seeing. Also just due to the fact that it is a combination of energy weapons and heavy weaponry. Problem is though, I'm not strong with heavy weapons, so I'm not really benefiting too much from it, especially wise in the rifleman. Alrighty, let's get going now. This is what happens when you have a space marine, and I'm not talking about the 40k kind. I'm talking about the cooler kind. Much more slimmer, agile characters. Like pretty much Master Chief and such, you know?
You think you can hide?
So yeah, as you clearly see, I'm more built out to be a rifleman with the way my build is. I have a higher proficiency in damage output with an assault rifle. fucking chew my health up. Hell with it. Let's see where this goes. Well, it was worth a shot. Alright. Follow the blue trail then. Totally not suspicious at all. Alright, Anaska, what is it you want to speak of? What the fuck?
I speak into this void, and it answers with silence. Have you abandoned me, Great Serpent? Do you not hear my pleas?
I hear you.
You understand me? Hear my voice. But I do not know you. I hesitate to ask, but what manner of being are you? Do you truly serve his will?
Oh my god. I serve no one but myself.
You can lie to yourself, shield your eyes from the truth. But the fact that you are here shows you are part of his plan. I have reached out so many times to hear nothing but echoes. Yet you, an outsider, hear me plain. And for the first time, I hear you. Clearly your arrival here is fated. By stepping into this void, we are now linked. There is still reason to hope. The Great Serpent will see us through. But time is short. The bridge collapses. The gate is still open. The experiment still runs. Find me in the Scaled Citadel. I will wait for you there.
Hell. Hell's teeth coming through. Gotta get out of the cave. All I can't help but think right now of the I can't help but think about Looming Dread right now. The song that plays in Resident Evil 2. Can't help but think about Looming Dread from Resident Evil 2 and just the entire way through playing in my head. Hell's teeth.
was just thinking about you. Take care, love.
Oh, yeah. Alrighty. Managed to get out of that cave. Great. You know, so far, the best way I could describe this DLC is almost adjacent to that of Fallout 3's Point Lookout DLC. Where technically it adds like a whole new area, and it has creepy vibes throughout. And that's really the best way to describe it. It may not be like Far Harbor, but it does have some merit and weight attached to it. And I argue that at the very least it still has some value there. Even more so the fact that it explores something that relatively should have been in base game, relatively speaking I say, but just enough that I think it ekes out being unique enough to justify being it by itself a little bit. A little bit, not, yeah, just mostly a little bit. Still though, let's see how much more of this DLC is.
Do you hear it? The great serpent speaks to you, guides. You return. What news do you have of Anasco?
I have news, but Anaska's waiting us in the Scaled Citadel. I was able to speak with him.
Then my vision did not betray me.
Well, it would seem I owe you an apology, sister.
There is no need, brother. Your skepticism only strengthens us.
As you say. But, to the matter at hand, did Anasco mention anything that could aid us in his extraction?
He said the gate is still open.
Yes, the pinnacle of the Citadel was modified to house the equipment to create a gate to the Vortex. If it still runs, that would explain everything we have experienced since the initial incident.
It is much more than that. Normally when I pray for Anasco's return, I sense he is lost, fading. But when I last prayed to the Great Serpent, I felt Anasco's presence clear and distinct. Even as it receded, I felt him anchored to this world. Yes, there are some who suggest that when Jinan communed with the Great Serpent, a similar bond had been established. I believe the same is true for you and Anasco.
I would need time to attempt a scientific explanation for why or how this happened, but for now, let us assume my sister is correct.
And that is the essence of faith. I do not know what lies ahead. My visions do not go beyond this point. But I do know this link would play a role. In fact, I am certain of it.
Agreed. And with this settled, we can now continue the work of aligning the noble houses. Together, we will find a way to complete the mourning device.
Any new updates or concerns?
Time to head back to the Star Piercer. I need to modify some gear. Particularly our new
Are there other
game.
matters that require your attention?
Alrighty, let's see here. Fluted barrel, long barrel, overclocked, underclocked. Stabilizing barrel. Recon laser sight. Focal lens, spread lens. Ooh. Shotgun like spread. God, this would be devastating though. Pick this up. Why not? Standard grip, tactical grip. I've got titanium. Tactical magazine. Sure. Internals, amplifiers. Rate of amplifier. Rate of fire is useless to me right now. This thing's already just guzzling fucking shots like a champ. Alrighty. And why not? Laser recon sight. Alright, let's see what this is about. God damn, look at that. Now I got a reason to play heavy a bit. Alright, so this thing should have the spread of a shotgun effectively. So I'm pretty much blasting out more projectiles than a singular focus projectile at this point. Which normally for heavy weapons, I'm not sure if that's good or bad. The thing, if this thing spits plasma, it spits fucking plasma.
Captain, greetings.
So many have been displaced. How many more have been lost?
If it is a bottle of Gaza you need, Harold's with.
Alrighty. Well, you know what they say about fast reload times.
The outsiders must rebuild Dazra to its former glory.
Except we can't build without construction materials and resources. And what about this talk of missing supplies? I would think the conversation starts there.
The cataclysm, the investigation has been slow going. How convenient.
You're putting the growth before the horns! The issue is not the supplies, it's the workforce! This may sound, but if we could reunite with some of the exiles from House
It is comforting to see that at least some places can maintain a degree of normalcy.
They're completely swapping back. What? Too soon? It's only been about 50 years.
For now, let me see what I can find out regarding the missing supplies. It's possible they were lost in the tragedy along with everything else, but I don't know for sure. Once that is sorted, we can revisit this debate.
Of course.
Excuse me, Divine. Can I have a word? The requests for aid and supplies never cease. Thank you for stopping to talk to me. My name is Lijana Dulkev. Normally, I would ask how I can help you, but under the circumstances, I'm the one who needs help. I oversee the delivery of goods to those living outside the city. Unfortunately, I lost one of my couriers to the recent catastrophe. I have sought a replacement, but extra hands are in desperately short supply.
And now deliveries are piling up.
I see that you understand. I wouldn't normally seek help from someone I don't know. However, I am not above admitting my situation. The truth is, this is about more than just a business transaction. It is very important to me that someone makes these deliveries as soon as possible.
Why the urgency? Is this something important? Something personally important?
The truth is, I am new to this position. When I assumed these duties, it was impressed upon me that I would carry a great burden. The Ministry has never failed to make a timely delivery. Our reputation in this regard is flawless. That reputation and my position are both now in...
Under the circumstances, I'm sure your customers would understand the delay.
The delay has been too long already. If the situation is not resolved soon, the people will begin to lose faith in us. I cannot allow that. It is my duty to uphold our high standards. Time is wasting, so I will get to the point. I would like you to be my new courier. Our deliveries are paid upon arrival. You can keep the payments for yourself. The Ministry of Commerce has a sterling reputation.
I think that we should help her. Those supplies might be important, perhaps even vital.
They are indeed, and our customers have been waiting far too long to receive them. Please tell me that you will accept. Don't force me to beg on me.
I believe you actually would beg, but I'll let you off the hook.
I am grateful, because I have swallowed as much pride as I can. Here are the packages. One is for Alikja Dalka, who you can find at a nearby growth farm. Another is for Firan Nostal, who is working on some repairs at Hamati Station. The last is for Lazim Balian, who can be found at the shrine to the north of the city. May the Great Serpent grant you swift and safe travels.
Alrighty. Anyway.
My brother lost his wife and home in a catastrophe. How can anyone be the same after that?
Yes, I'm sorry, but I can't.
Is it urgent or can it wait?
We are stretched razor thin as it is. We have been saved.
Oh, joy. Let's see what's going on
I
here.
confess, I'm still adjusting to my new role. Diviner, I'm glad to see you. Malibor has kept me informed of the situation. The deadlock of the High Council. I hope your presence here means things have changed.
Let's not waste time. I understand you have information for me.
Straight to business. The Ministry of Commerce would have suited you well. I'm pleased that the Council is once again working towards a solution. It felt wrong not to help. Do you know where I was when it happened? The incident, they call it. I was in the temple next door, conversing with my cousin. I was in the middle of replying to him about... You know? I don't even recall. Some meaningless bit of family drama, I'm sure. One moment, he was there, and the next, gone. My cousin, the floor, the wall, just gone. I found myself looking out at the scaled citadel, unable to comprehend. And now, here I stand, the elder of House Dulkev.
I'm sorry for your loss.
My loss? Yes, I suppose. Although, from an outside perspective, one could consider it a fair trade, given my new role. Perhaps even a gain.
I'm sure your cousin would consider the ministry in safe hands.
I appreciate the sentiment, but We shall never know.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
We cannot imagine it. A single moment of pure, terrible silence. A meter's distance was all that separated me from whatever has become of Dazra. I find that through all the chaos and the scrambling since, my mind drifts back to that moment. I could be gone as well. But here I remain, spared. And I do not know why.
You can't dwell in the past. Have to keep moving forward. You've been through a lot. Are you sure you're up to leading?
Do I have a choice? We who are left must take action if House Var'run is to survive.
Well, other people are suffering right now, and we can help them.
Hopefully you can deliver them from this. But what comes after? What about the next trial?
Yet this is Morrowind all of a sudden. Fucking...
I should shoulder my own burdens, not force them
House
upon me.
Var'run is just House
I've grown
Hualu.
so tired of the
Or
council's
House
trouble,
Var'run.
and I want no
Or,
further part in it. I have no demands.
Shit,
no
what was the
requests.
third house again?
All must serve. And House Dulkev is no exception.
Welcome, Nerevar. You have no idea if this is gonna pay off, do you? That's what you're telling me now.
It is a shame you are not born House Dulkev. You seem unnatural for this line of work. Here is what I can tell you. Sometime before our current calamity, Enesco Varun approached me looking for information about his grandfather's time. He was frustrated at the lack of progress. House Dulkev keeps extensive records, you see. While I was never told the exact reason behind the inquiry, I was able to deduce a fair amount. I provided him with the shipping manifests from the time of the Serpent's Crusade. Materials and equipment that suggested some highly specialized research. I told Enesco where those materials had been sent. Weeks later, well, you're seeing the Citadel. You know as well as any where we are now.
He must have found something.
I believe so. Yes. Enesco returned from the site in unusually good spirits. He boasted of something called the Vortex Interlock, and that it was the key to unlocking some new unseen potential. Whatever records exist of this interlock were swallowed up with the Citadel. And as for the original site, executors were sent, but did not return. And we can spare no more casualties. So I suggest we visit Malin Dam to the southeast. I believe it is more than it seems. It is the only place to learn more about these vortex interlocks and what connection they may have to the events at the Citadel. And should your search be fruitful, make sure it is known that House Dulkev was proud to serve when called upon.
Malin Dam, huh? Alright. Let's see what's over there, I guess. Alright, let's get to the Rev 8. We'll drive to there instead. I'm not about to walk.
All systems go!
Would you look at this place? More desolation, it looks like. Is this what Var'run Kai normally looks like on a good day? Just industrial shit everywhere and cliff racers? Maybe. Let's see here. Hell. Or at least I got some ammo for my conventional stuff. What the hell are the Crimson Fleet doing all the way out here, though? How the hell did they get here? Isn't Var'run Kai supposed to be isolated as shit?
You're not walking out here.
I'm out of here. They aren't paying me enough for this.
Where you going, you silly bitch, you? You chose this fight, so finish it up.
Come then. Meet your
Well, at the very least, my particle rounds are going down quick. Alrighty. Alright, work's done here, I suppose, for the time being, at least. Boy, I'm trying to think right now. I need ammo. And along with that, I need to get my heavy weapon proficiency up. At this rate, the actual 1911 might be doing me some favors. What the fuck is going on above? It's like a fucking full-on space war. What the shit? You know, I can't just turn away and after seeing something like that. Let's see what the fuck's going on up there. Looks like a goddamn war zone up there. Let's see what's going on. Nope. Ah, horrors. Go figure. Got some zealots here. Let's see here. The new spacesuit. Pretty nifty looking actually. Although it's a bit bulky and heavy for my liking. Oh, for the time being. It might get better, with some of the more lighter variants becoming available. Alrighty. Okay, so... looks like these poor bastards got wiped out, though. Ooh, now that's a bit better. It's a lot lighter and sleeker looking. I wonder if there's how many unique variants of the Var'run assault spacesuit is there? Because the assault spacesuit looks pretty nifty, if I'm being honest. It's almost like they tried to replicate the Gravis plate you see here. Almost, but not quite. Alrighty, let's see here. Let's get back to the Rev 8 right now. Back on the road. Alrighty. Oh, what the fuck? It just goes dark all of a sudden. Good night and good luck, I suppose. You fucking kidding me? This gag is still going on? Alrighty. Yep, this is a handcrafted world, alright. Can't have random bullshit like that just randomly made. God. Alright, here we are in Malin's Dam. What am I expecting here? Great. Access terminal. Oh, joy.
You can't get in there, not unless you have a card.
You're a little young, or short to be a maintenance worker.
You're funny. So, you're trying to get in there? You're not the first person to come here recently, you know? House Var'run himself was here. I saw him, but he didn't talk to me. And there were too many other people around him. They all looked really serious.
There's a chance whatever happened in Dazra is connected to something in that dam.
That doesn't sound right. Why would it have anything to do with that? I didn't even see all that much anyway. But I did see them go in. They had cards that let them open the door. I found one after they'd left. I thought about using it, but I didn't want to get in trouble. Kavil said I should give it to him for safekeeping. So I did. Maybe he'll let you have it.
Thanks for the tip.
Okay, good luck.
Ah, joy. Abrist seedweed farm. Grief, is this what you always ate, Andrasia? Terrible customer service. No one's in the general store.
I would say you caught us on a bad day, but they're all like this. It is not easy seeing the Citadel like this, but the best thing we can do is continue our jobs.
I understand you have access card to the dam. I need it.
No offense, but it's not your property.
The ownership of the card is far less important than its use.
Be that as it may, I feel it should be turned over to the proper authorities.
You know that all must serve Kavil. Right now, handing over that keycard, that is how you best serve the Great Serpent.
I only wish to serve, I swear. You are right, though. Here, take it.
Alright. So Andrasia has now more obvious dialogue choices in this expansion. At the very least in terms of, dialogue choices. And that being said, though, it does leave much to be desired for the overworld discussion. So far it just looks like a normal dam. Why not? Strange. Alrighty, let's get a move on then.
Whoever laid claim to this place seems to be long gone.
Oh man, I'm getting a serious vibe though all of a sudden though. Do I really gotta go through that fucking shit mire? Just got like a bunch of sentient AI adapters right now. I see. Var'run guard gear. Ooh, this is definitely a mood, alright.
There must be some mechanism for draining the floodwaters.
Yeah, I'm seeing a way, alright. Alrighty. Destroy the modulator. Oh, what a grand idea. Destroy this thing that's probably keeping all of us alive.
Warning. Power fluctuations detected. Rerouting to compensate. Drainage pump control bypassed.
Alrighty. Water's going down. Look at that. Ooh, look at that. Another storage crate. Alrighty. What the hell?
You are not welcome here. You will leave immediately. This is your only warning.
I'm looking for information.
I do not care what you think you need. House Var'run himself charged us with the protection of this facility. It was his last order, and it will be carried out.
And Ahsoka Var'run is in danger. I'm trying to save him. Maybe all of House Var'run.
Yes, I know this Nazca. He visited, reinforced his grandfather's order. The work done here must be safeguarded, protected, never permitted to leave. None but the Speaker may decide otherwise. And you are not the Speaker.
What is this, Dark Brotherhood all of a sudden? No, thank you. I'm Morag Tong.
Take what you must. Leave the rest for the scavengers.
I'm more of a Morag Tong fan myself, you know?
You were warned. You did not listen.
There's too much at stake to walk away.
Then you have forfeit your life. The Speaker's orders will be carried out. You must die.
Well, she's gonna go down anytime soon. Let's see. Yeah, why not? May as well take it. Alrighty. Let's see here. Keep moving.
Let us hope whatever experiments were going on here are not running loose.
Indeed and in thought. Alrighty, let's keep moving. Let's see what we got going on here. Pivot. Complete the teleportation. Oh, joy. How do I even teleport? Why not? Let's see, what did it say? Alright. shit. Let's see here. Ah, I see. 253. Or 235, rather. Alright, so we pretty much got to finish the experiment going on here. Let's see here. Let's look around a bit. Alright, let's look around a bit, because we need to pretty much transport shit over. There's no way we're gonna get through. You could also bust out the console commands, but that's not fun.
Remote lab facilities are sometimes set up to engage in activities that are dangerous, illegal, or both.
Power level 235. Well, it was worth a shot at least. So clearly I need to place something in there in order for me to friggin' whatever. Let's see. We got any useless shit that I could teleport? Alrighty, let's see here. Let's see.
Just exercise caution. Things in here may not react well to bullets.
I don't suppose there's any way I could probably... Jeez. Let's see here. Right, I'm trying to figure this out right now. Fucking teleporter. Is there like forceps or something like that I could use? Solid iron pen. Pen. Do I even have a pen? It's like 125 or something like that, right? Now, give me a sec. I have a bunch of Astra, is what it is. Let's see here. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So what was it again? 125? Am I supposed to close this thing or something? Like, what the fuck? I am so fucking lost. Oh, it's with high-powered mode. So how do I shift this thing over to be fucking high-powered? Or low-powered for that matter, like what the fuck?
Careful what you touch. Who knows what has been going on in this lab?
Do I need to stand right next to it or something? Yeah, this is gonna be a great idea. Ah, shit. Right now I'm wandering around like a total jackass right now. Yeah, I'm wandering around like a total fucking jackass right now. There we go.
I hope this is worth the effort.
More crud sticks. Great. Hey, look at that. Anything up here? New. Seriously though, how the hell am I supposed to do this experiment? Details of this are not exactly well explained.
Let us hope this laboratory has adequate safety protocols.
Seriously, am I missing something? Complete teleportation experiment. Yeah, how do I do that though? Yeah, complete the teleportation experiment, yet how the hell do I do that? Grief. What the fuck? How am I supposed to learn the code? The thing is, it says 235, so... Oh, wait, I get it. Ah, I see. Alright, so that's my fuck up. Alright, so basically you have to add the 3 on top of that. That is my fuck up. I am so goddamn stupid. I hate myself. It was just staring at me right the entire time, and yet I fucking had to look up a walkthrough for that shit. God, I'm stupid. Alrighty.
You think you would be rid of me so easily? The arrogance!
It would seem this will be more challenging than we anticipated.
The work done here has tied us to this place for all time. That is why we have agreed to guard it.
Sister, have you not finished this game? You should have heeded Courageous words in the beginning, little one. This is no place for you.
It would also seem that I spoke too soon.
The outcome has not changed, Vedrasa. We are still in control here.
Please, you must let me pass.
I have my orders, and I will follow them. Do you even understand why you are here? What it is you are looking for? This seems a fool's errand.
Maybe you can give me the hint.
Your sense of humor will not save you. You should have left when you had the chance.
Alrighty, let's see. Interlock successful. Alrighty, so we gotta pretty much get more stuff. So far, so okay, I guess. Alrighty, yeah. Nope. Where is the... Alrighty.
Do you not grow weary of this? I assure you, it will not end.
Let's just stop repeating this. There must be some arrangement we could come to.
You are the one with the power to change this. Either by turning around or dying.
This is turning into a most exhilarating exercise.
All this noise over one little trespasser. Let us be done with this already.
More of
The
them.
experiments here have ensured our resilience. We endure because it has been ordered of us. House Var'run's return to greatness begins with the work done here. And until that time comes, we will keep it safe.
I will take you down as many times as I need to. You will not stop me.
Your conviction is impressive. The outcome will not change, but we will show you mercy.
Damn, Livingston's pistol just kicks like an ass. Yeah, this is what happens when you fuck with the Time Lord. You just take time and just snap it over my knee.
Power grid destabilized. Containment fields failing. Backup systems risk overload. Consider manual shutdown at the earliest convenience.
Oh, lovely. Just spreads across.
No! You utter fool! Do you have any idea what you have done?
I'm learning as I go, but I believe I've severed the link to the vortex energy that makes you all invulnerable.
Oh, you are so very clever. More so than Anasco's entourage. Those interlocks power our pods. You have killed Vedrasa. What is more, you have disrupted the flow of power within the dam. You are one step from dooming those farmers on the surface. All right, hero. You have proven yourself a commendable opponent. But now, you have a choice to make. If you can remove the remaining interlock, you will have bested us. But you will ruin the lives of those above us. Or we can continue this contest of wills and see which of us is stronger. The choice is yours.
Or you could just let me walk out. We don't have to keep doing this.
But we do. My dedication to the Great Serpent demands my obedience to his Speaker's orders.
Alrighty. Time to haul ass. We got what we came for. Honestly, what do you think you accomplish? You think you could outwit and outperform someone who's faced eternity of battle? No, this is something that I live for. Once upon a time, at least I did. But now I seek peace. Live well, knowing your sister lies dead. Even more so, I leave you to your fates of eternity. You wanted to live forever? Well, here's your chance to live forever. Alrighty, it's done. Got the one interlock we needed. Hopefully that's enough to get by. Alright, but yeah, hopefully that's more than enough to at the very least get the ball rolling on this. If they want to live forever, well, they'll live forever. Just the two of them. They'll be a sibling short. But hey, that's what family's for, I suppose. Alrighty. Yeah.
Greetings, Captain.
If you require aid,
Alright. Time to deliver these interlocks. This is great. Alrighty. So, we gotta go deal with this right now. I'm trying to think. Some of the stuff here so far has been fairly... I'm trying to think, actually. It's been pretty good, I'd say. But still, there are certain things I feel like I am missing.
If this doesn't work, Serpent save us. I am old and my eyesight is not what it used to be, but I know the face of success when I see it. Your lead from House Kef paid off.
An old lab produced something called a vortex interlocks. I have one. And I hope it's helpful.
I have heard of such a thing. Recently, in fact, just before the accident. That is apparently not a coincidence. We do not need it for the device, but if this accounts for some of the leaps in progress in the Citadel, you may wish to hold on to it. As much as I have devoted my life to science, one cannot deny that there is an occasional spark of the divine. The Great Serpent has use for this, and you, still to come. It falls on House Kadik to provide their final piece to this puzzle. Progress is always welcome, but we are not done yet.
Alrighty. Excellent. House Kadik. Well, it's right there, so let's not belay any longer. Well, this is a humble
under tremendous
home, I suppose.
This is exactly the impression we don't want to give.
Please, Jamal. Don't you see how all this works in our favor? It's not up for discussion. I won't risk what we've worked so hard to achieve. It's done.
No, you'd risk our future and reputation as a house. But you are the chosen elder.
Ah, don't patronize me. The Great Serpent spared our house. We are favored here. And shouldn't you get back to the council? We can't afford to be absent at a time like this.
I guarantee I'm not missing much. But you're right. I'll be heading back soon enough. May the Great Serpent bless you.
So, Akris has sent our newest diviner to inquire about Sahima. Don't worry, Jamal's already told me all about you. I'm Razma, Elder of House Kadik and head of the Ministry of Conjunction.
Let's get down to business.
You're right. It's not wise to waste time on pleasantries, especially now. Besides, who am I to argue with the Great Serpent's choice?
The council sent me to get your cooperation.
I understand, and I can't argue the importance. I know the council is looking to Sahima for answers, but the truth is, she's been taken, along with other members of the house. They're being held hostage by zealots, and now they're demanding negotiations.
This is a major overreach. I have never known the zealots to be so bold.
Negotiations are my specialty.
As much as I'd welcome the expertise, the zealots would never allow an outsider to participate. But the negotiations aren't where I need assistance. The zealots have yet to name specifics. At best, they'll demand an inordinate amount of credits or firearms. Worst case, a seat at the High Council or even the reinstatement of their house. House Malene. They know we can't risk Sahima for Dazra's sake. So, they won't hold back when it comes to demands.
The zealots have a house.
They had a house. House Malene was abandoned a long time ago. But there are some who'd want to see it reinstated.
What can you tell me about House Malene?
House Malene was fully dedicated to House Var'run. They objected when his brother, Jarek, was chosen to take over as leader. They knew he would bring an end to the Serpent's crusade. It's why they abandoned their house and became the zealots you know today, to continue what they believe is Jinan and Jandar's work.
Those are extreme demands.
Yes, and it's exactly why I need the upper hand in these negotiations. I need you to find the hostages. Bring them home, so the zealots have nothing to leverage, and Sahima can work with the High Council. Normally I'd have agents doing everything possible to find them. But we too suffered losses. We need to be here. Present. I couldn't risk more lives. It's the only reason I even agreed to these negotiations. But now that you're here, I can finally take action.
Tell me where the hostages are.
And that is where the issue lies. I don't know where the zealots are keeping Sahima, but I have a good idea who does. Their name is Merrick. Merrick is a Kadik, and they also work for me as an agent in the Ministry of Conjunction. This is where matters get complicated.
Nothing complicated for me. I can make them talk.
Then you can put those skills to good use. As I said, Merrick works for me in the Ministry of Conjunction. They've been establishing an inside relationship with the Zealots for some time now. On my orders. Forcing them to give up the information could jeopardize all they've worked for. So don't expect them to be forthcoming. Get the information any way you see fit. As long as no physical harm comes to them.
Understood.
I'll return once I've learned the location.
See that you do. You'll find Merrick upstairs in the meditation room.
Oh, joy.
You're no member of House Kadik. What are you doing here?
I may not be House Kadik, but I'm the only one here communicating with House Var'run.
Oh, so you're the heretic turned diviner who thinks they're one of us now. So tell me, what would a chosen one such as yourself want with someone like me?
I was told you know where the Zealots have taken Sahima.
I'm sorry. Did you say zealots? Why would I know anything about such extremists? Absolutely ridiculous.
You can drop the act. Ramza told me about your position.
Did she now? I guess this means the High Council is still asking Auntie Razma where Sahima is. And if you're here making demands, she obviously has decided to make use of you rather than undergo sincere negotiation. I see what's going on here.
Very perceptive. I can see why Razma is impressed with you.
Well, I am one of the few to garner any amount of trust with the Zealots, so she should be. I can't imagine where the Ministry of Conjunction would be without me.
And at such a young age, too. She must consider you a prodigy.
I do have a natural talent. It's nice to see I'm being properly recognized. I may excel in my skills, but it doesn't mean the hours I put in are any less.
Of course not. Good work takes time, no matter how talented you are.
Exactly. There's still research, analysis, documentation. Too much documentation, if you ask me. But altogether, I have the exact talents needed to do this job, which is why I was entrusted with the Zealots in the first place. I admit it hasn't always been easy. They are zealots, you know.
It must take a lot of levels of stress you must be experiencing.
Some days, it takes everything. I can't even tell you how much time and effort it's been to sway the zealots my way. Not to mention the stress over my own personal well-being. I may be the best at what I do, but I'm not stupid. The zealots do have the element of unpredictability.
If they're unpredictable, you could see how the negotiations may not work.
I had a feeling this conversation was going to take a turn. I've worked hard to obtain my position with the zealots. And like I've told Rosma 1,000 times, I have no reason to believe they're going to hurt my dear cousins, especially Sahima. So, as far as I'm concerned, that information stays with me.
You can't say that with absolute certainty. You're risking lives and Kadeek's integrity.
You make a good point for an outsider. And perhaps I should take your presence here as a sign. The location you're looking for is Shadow Station Epsilon. It's an old Var'run base that they've taken over for themselves. Rosma will know it. Let her tell you the details, seeing as how I'm about to be reassigned.
I'll follow up with Rosma.
You do that.
Ugh, grief. Train the tongue with him. Ugh.
You must have gotten the location.
Merrick give me the name. Shadow Station Epsilon. Said you know where to find it.
I figured they wouldn't be completely forthcoming. If my intel is correct, you can find Shadow Station Epsilon in the Badlands, north of Dazra. I can send you the coordinates.
Anything else you can tell me about Shadow Station Epsilon?
Epsilon was once a research station, with a focus on grav drive manipulation. The Zealots have since vastly expanded upon it. But it makes sense if they intend to use Sahima to their advantage.
What are these Shadow Stations?
The Shadow Stations were established during the Serpent's Crusade. A series of secret military installations that few knew about, and even fewer may remember. The idea was to have isolated centers focused on different aspects of furthering the Crusade. This way, if one fell, it wouldn't endanger the others.
I had that right away.
The sooner the better.
We will do whatever is necessary to bring Sahima and the others back safely.
Now that we have a rescue mission underway, I'll speak to Merrick about setting up the negotiations. I expect them to be pliable after their last encounter with you. The current plan is to hold them at one of the geothermal power stations. Meet us there when Sahima and the others are safe.
A neutral location outside of Dazra. I'll be there.
I see you have a grasp on how these types of negotiations work. I'll stall the Zealots as long as I can, which shouldn't be an issue. That being said, I'd still appreciate it if you could act quickly. Now, Jamal wants an update before you leave. Just don't let her distract you for too long.
Diviner, a word before you go? Tell me, Diviner, what do you know about the Zealots?
The Zealots are old members of once noble House Var'run.
I'm impressed. You've already learned quite a bit from your time with us. The Zealots are widely frowned upon within our society. They're a remnant of the Serpent's Crusade, days we'd like to forget. Has my dear sister given you any history on our house's relations with the Zealots?
Rosma said Merrick is working on establishing a relationship with the Zealots.
I'm surprised she even mentioned that much. Razma would have everyone believe she only wishes to keep an eye on the Zealots, so the Council can make informed decisions. The truth is, she's had this particular group of Zealots under her thumb for quite some time. This is only a problem now because she's lost control. That is the real reason why Razma hasn't informed the High Council, and I'm sworn to silence.
I would argue that what you describe would be considered treason. And rightly so.
Razma lost control of the Zealots.
Yes, I'll get to that momentarily.
So Razma doesn't want the Council to know her true relationship with the Zealots.
Exactly. House Khadik already has a reputation for being sympathetic to the Zealots. But the truth is far worse. Razma wants the Zealots to back House Khadik, so the balance of power between the noble houses would shift to us. She's been employing them, paying them in supplies that aid their blind crusade.
House Khadik is sympathetic to the Zealots.
There are several members who are sympathetic toward them or their cause. Some see beyond their extremist veneer and believe they're just misguided. A very small few may believe Jandar truly was the rightful heir, but none would ever admit it. I'm certain it's a case that members of the other houses feel the same. House Khadik is just the only one who's been exposed for it.
Why would Zealots have her back in Noble House?
Razma would believe they want to reintegrate or even re-establish House Malene, and she's a fool for it. The Zealots want nothing but the means to carry out their war. Credits, weapons, and ships. And these very supplies would be used to harm not only your people, but our own as well.
I find it hard to believe the Council isn't aware of any of this.
The Council knows nothing of her work with the Zealots, and I aim to keep it that way. All elders have their own ambitions. I'm certain that's all they see. What none of us expected was the disaster that is the Scaled Citadel. The aftermath is what allowed the Zealots to grab Sahima and the others, flipping the balance of power in their favor. Razma has lost control, and is putting House Khadik's reputation and power at risk.
But I'm going to find Sahima, so I'll see to the Zealots have no power in these negotiations.
And that's what I wish to speak to you about. House Khadik shouldn't be associating with Zealots at all, except on an extermination level. But worse, we absolutely cannot be supplying them with ordnance of any kind. We need to cut ties with the Zealots altogether.
I take it this conversation isn't about giving you an update.
Far from it. I want you to put an end to any connections between House Khadik and the Zealots. And while my position won't allow me to be blunt, I'll still make it clear. Should the hostages not survive, Razma would blame the Zealots and cut all ties.
House Khadik would go to any lengths, it seems.
I thought we need Sahima alive.
What we need is Sahima's research, which she has with her. You just need to bring it back.
I'm not committing to anything.
Think about it if you must. But if you care about your people, you'll come to the same conclusion as I have. And when you do, just know that we can't afford any loose ends. No witnesses. As far as everyone else is concerned, the hostages were dead when you arrived, and you exacted revenge in House Khadik's name.
Like I said, I'm not committing to anything.
I trust you'll make the right decision. Until then, I'll see you at the negotiations.
Classy. Alright, it's getting late on my end, so it's time for me to wrap things up for now. We'll pick this up tomorrow, around, well, whatever time I decide it's good. Anyway, so, thanks for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed this stream. I'll talk more about this later tomorrow. I'm just gonna go to bed.